New Mexico State Representative and Chairwoman of the Truth Commission, Andrea Romero, joins me now. Representative, thank you for joining. I'm wondering about the main objective of what is now known as the Truth Commission.
So our Truth Commission has formed as an ability for us to investigate Epstein's alleged crimes in New Mexico. He was there for over 26 years and operated without any scrutiny whatsoever. For us as New Mexicans, and I think for the nation and the world to understand what went on there, the Truth Commission is committed to getting on the record what those allegations are, and proving the truth of them through the process of our investigation. So, again, we're bipartisan. We are not playing political games with this. For us, it's about making sure that victims understand that there will be an opportunity to get on the record from a government that is listening to them, that sees them, that is willing to do this process as a special subcommittee in order to investigate these crimes.
How will you prioritize and what are the specific allegations you're looking into?
They really run the gamut as we've newly learned about some of the allegations that have come to light just weeks ago. So for us, it's really filtering through top priority, when we know that victims are still out there and are willing to speak to us on the record about what happened to them. They are top priority. And then as we go through the gamut of who worked there, who saw what, who was participant to these allegations, we will leave no stone unturned to ensure that we find every single person who may have been involved. But it is a long list of information. Again, 26 years
Mm.
of allegations that we're going to be looking into. So we do have our work cut out for us, no question.
Walk me through that work. Does it involve a property search? Will there be independent interviews? What are you reviewing?
Yes, and I mean, we're
Mhm.
talking about allegations, things that have been on the record, tips that were given to potentially law enforcement. Of course, we're seeing the FBI files have been released and are still redacted for us in the course of this. We're going to be looking to our local law enforcement. What did they know at the time? Were cases filed for victims at the time and never followed through upon? We're going to every level of perhaps this being mishandled by our own locally. And so we're basically looking at the allegations of sex abuse. We've heard of children being trafficked and abused at the ranch. Of
Mm.
course, women and other persons of interest in this process. So it is really greatly concerning to us as to how we get started, of course, as we get through the course of this to look at the priority of victims who are still available to talk. But it is going to be
Yeah.
difficult, and certainly what we're looking at is very, very disturbing.
Do you have enough resources to exhaustively investigate?
Well, we have our local Department of Justice, the New Mexico Department of Justice, working with us actively. And again, they've just launched a new investigation, and we will be working in tandem with them. We just heard from our governor yesterday that they will be offering any opportunity to provide both resources and support to us as well. So we feel very supported. Our commission itself has $2 million in our state budget just passed yesterday
Mm.
in our legislative session to go through this investigation, hire the staff that we need to get this done.